Mandolins, so kind of developed around for the kind of Italian styles and kind of Greece and Europe and all that kind of thing with the bowl backs. That's one of your main kind of early designs of the mandolin. And then over the centuries have kind of moved over to more flatback style. For example, one of the more kind of Celtic or say European styles of a mandolin is with an oval sound hole, and they kind of give more of a balanced tone. Kind of get more of the low end, less treble. Then you've also got your F-style mandolins, which are kind of commonly used in more bluegrass and American music, which will be with your F holes, and sometimes they have this kind of scroll design as well. And bluegrass music is more kind of rhythmic playing, as well as soloing and melodic playing as well. But compared to the Celtic kind of styles, which are used more for playing like your tunes and your melodies, a round sound hole kind of will push out the sound a bit and make it louder. Here in Brighton especially, we do a nice small selection of Eastman mandolins and kind of the more higher end Ashbury stuff as well. We have some good entry level ones. We do a mix of Ashbury, vintage, and then we also sell second hand as well. This Ashbury is £200, which is a great kind of starter beginner mandolin, and they're made really nicely and made really well. The more expensive you get, you're going to kind of more of solid woods, different types of woods, better build quality. But if you're just really curious about trying one out, then obviously you can pick one up for quite cheap.
For any guitar players watching, mandolins are a little bit easier in the sense they've only got 4 strings, or rather 4 sets of strings, rather than 6. Although as you can see they're doubled up, so technically it's 8 strings. They're tuned up in fifths, just like a violin, so G, D, A, E. Nicely geared towards folk music. That's the same as a fiddle, a tenor banjo, octave mandola. There's a little trick as well if you're a guitar player, because you can sort of turn your chords upside down. If you've got an open chord that you'd play on guitar, let's say G, take those bottom 4 strings, the lowest 4 strings on guitar, flip them round, and you've got a G on mandolin. Same with a C. It is as simple as that.
Carrying on from the mandolins as well, you also got octave mandolins and you also get tenor mandolas. Octave mandolin is literally what it sounds like, it's an octave lower. Kind of gives you kind of lower tuning, more kind of strumming, but also people like to play kind of tunes and melodies on those as well.
So all the chord shapes, all the tunes, they will work the same. But as you can see, it's a lot bigger. It being a lot bigger makes it easier if you're like me, you've got big hands. A bit more comfortable than a mandolin for somebody like me. The stretches are a little bit easier. You can also tell that the sound is much deeper and fuller. A mandolin might be great as a lead instrument, whereas an octave mandolin or octave mandola is going to be very nice for chords. However, you can still play tunes on them as well, because the stretches aren't that far, a lot easier than a bouzouki.
And then that kind of leads over to the whole bouzouki family. And also you have sitterns, which are various tunings. As well as all your different kind of styles of mandolins, you also have little hybrids. So a banjolin or banjo mandolin is literally what it sounds like. It's a mandolin with a banjo body. They're not always super sought after instruments, but they are nice and loud, and especially kind of in a session environment, they will cut through. You would still probably kind of play more of like the Irish and Scottish trad kind of stuff, more of the trad folk, rather than you wouldn't really play bluegrass. I think bluegrass and a banjo mandolin probably would sound not great, I think.